Hey bro, if you are a teenager and you want to achieve a big bench press naturally, then this is the video for you. So you come to this video to learn how to bench press properly. In today's video I'm going to give you some basic technique tips. I'm going to show you how to structure your workout plan to optimize gains and to not hit plateaus in your training and to always progress. And then I'm going to show you how to warm up and help you hit a new bench press PR. So I hope you are excited and let's get straight to it. So now I'm going to teach you how to have a proper technique. Alright, so the most basic beginner tip on how to have a proper bench press technique is just simply how to retract your scapula. So basically you are just going to roll your shoulders into your back like this. I think that everyone knows how to do that. And that is just going to set you up for a nice position on the bench. Alright, so I'm going to show you how to do it. So retract your scapula, lay on the bench press, and make sure that you are touching the bench press with your shoulders and not your traps. Alright, so this is how a bad bench press will look. So you noticed I didn't have a retracted scapula, and now only my shoulders are touching the bench, and this is how a proper bench press should look. Alright, so retracting the scapula is the most basic thing that you have to do. And then you have to choose your grip. The most basic grip I think that should work for everyone is to have your pinky finger on the ring. This is a power bar, but some Olympic bars should have a different ring, but it just basically doesn't matter what grip you have if you place your hand on the grippy side of the bar. And so the last thing that is not that important is to have a good leg drive. Okay, so I'm going to show you how a proper leg drive should look. So you have to have your whole feet on the ground, and when you are pressing the weight, you should be pushing yourself forward into the spotter, like this. So you don't lift your ass up like a fool. Because a lot of people lift their ass up in the gym like this when they're doing the bench press. Like they grab the bar and go like this. That isn't called leg drive, it's just being stupid at the gym, and you can injure your back, injure your shoulders, because your body is not in the position that it should be in, and that's why you look like a fool in the gym. You look just stupid when you can't do the bench press properly. So this is how a bench press with good leg drive should look. So the whole time I think you saw my leg being hard and not soft, being just in tension all the time. So that's what you should do. Alright, so now how should you train and plan your workout program for the bench press? So the optimal range of reps is 1 to 6, but in my opinion it is better 2 to 6, because 1 rep maxes are, I think, just for the competition or 1 rep max testing. You just need to learn in the 2 to 6 rep range. But if you go above the 2 to 6 rep range, for example 8, then you're just doing more hypertrophy work and not enough adaptation for your body to lift more weight. Because if you do like lightweight, your body doesn't get used to more load. Now if you do like 1 time a week you do 2 reps per set, and the same week the other time you do 6 reps per set of the bench press, I think that's great, because you have more variables of reps in your workout program. So I think that's better. And one of the most important things is you should bench more than 2 times per week. So for example, I bench 4 times a week, and that's because I'm a powerlifter and I'm optimizing strength, and I'm only training for strength and in the squat, bench and deadlift. And so I train 4 times a week, and 4 of those days, so every day that I train some variant of the bench press. Of course I add legs into that, so the squat and the deadlift, but you just can't get better at bench press just by doing it once or twice a week. Like, you can get better on the newbie level, so you just get newbie gains, but after that, if you don't train it often enough, you just won't progress. And that has happened to me and to all of my friends, so I just always tell them, and every good coach will say that you should bench press more often. So you should program it that 2 times a week you have a heavy bench press. So 1, 2 or 3 rep max. Every week should not be a max out. So 1 week should be lighter and the other week should be heavier. 2 times a week you should have a rep range from 1 to 3, and then you should do back offs. So first set in your workout is, for example, 2 sets by 2 reps, for example 100 kilograms. And then a back off set is a set which you go down with weight. So for example, I would do 75 kilograms. If I would do 100 kilograms for 2 reps, for 2 sets, then I would do a back off with 75 kilograms and do a variation of a bench press like a Larsen press. So that's a bench press where your feet are up in the air, so you can't use leg drive because leg drive is always helping you. So I would do like 5 to 8 reps with that, and after that I'm done with bench press. So bench more than 2 times a week, and every training have around 4 sets of bench press. So it could be 2 main sets and 2 back off sets. So as a beginner, I think you should bench 2 or 3 times a week, but as an intermediate or advanced, you should bench 4 times a week if you really want the strength gains on the bench press. And so after you do the bench press, your main movement of the day, you do some accessories. So that means that you train some muscle groups that benefit the bench press. My favorite accessories after the bench press is weighted dips, because it targets the triceps and the chest and the shoulders, the main drivers of pushing strength. And then I do tricep push downs or dumbbell bench press, exercises like that. Pick some exercises for the chest, for the triceps, and for shoulders that you like, and you should be implementing them, because if you do only the bench press, if you're bench press training, then that is not going to be optimal, because you have to isolate the chest, the shoulders and tricep muscles to really benefit the bench press. Right, so I hope you understood this part of the video. I'm going to simplify it for you. Train the bench press 3 times a week. Do 3 sets of 3 reps with heavy weight, and then do 2 sets of 3 reps or 2 sets of 1 rep or 2 sets of 2 reps for the bench press every workout, and then do 2 sets of back offs. So you drop the weight and you do sets with that. Alright, so and now I'm going to teach you how to properly warm up your joints before your bench press workout, so you don't get injured like me a year ago. And I went from bench pressing 100 kilograms to bench pressing 50 kilograms because I hurt my shoulder. I got a shoulder impingement because I was not warming up properly and I was just basically ego lifting. So I learned from my mistakes, and now I'm going to show you how to warm up properly. So you are going to take a light band, grip it somewhere like this and do this. So relaxing your shoulders and getting them through the whole range of motion. Then you can get closer, do a couple of reps with that. When you feel like your muscles are stretching a little bit, then you stop, because you don't want your muscles too stretched. You just want them to be warmed up and ready for executing the lift. And then you are going to take this band and have your elbows tucked in and do this. Stretch it apart like this. That trains the rotator cuffs, and that makes you more stable and more confident with the bar in your hands. And so you do this, you hold it for like 5 seconds, and that's it. You don't have to hold it for long, just to get the muscle warm. Don't want to fatigue the muscle. And now a pretty important thing that you want to do before the bench press is warm up your back muscles, because when you are retracting your scapula, you are using a lot of back muscles while bench pressing, but you don't even notice it. So if you just do a little warm up, a little pump for your back muscles, the bench press is going to just feel a lot smoother and you're going to notice it straight away. So just trust me and try this. Now I feel ready to bench press. So that's how you should be feeling. And now I'm going to tell you my secret ingredient for hitting my PRs. Alright, so now I'm going to tell you how you should warm up to hit a 1 rep max. So this is a very complex warm-up tutorial, and this only works if you bench above 60 kilograms, so 135 pounds. So you're going to start with the bar for 10 reps, then you're going to take 50% of the 1 rep max that you are going to try that day, that you are aiming for. You're going to take 50% from it and bench it for 5 reps. Then you are going to rest for 2 or 3 minutes, put up 75% of the 1 rep max that you are trying today, do it for 3 reps, then rest for a little bit, then put up 90% of your 1 rep max, do it for 1 rep, rest for like 4 minutes, so take a longer rest break, and then for the 5th warm-up set you should attempt the PR. Alright, so I think I gave you all the knowledge that I have in this video, and I hope you enjoyed it, and you should subscribe to my channel if you want to see more content like this, and have a blessed day.